Back again. Rat-tat-tat-tat.
Hey, how's it going? This is DJ SWERVE, and right now you're watching Kids of Grime TV.
Jesus!
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Very nice of you to ask. Have you had a lot of interviews today?
I have, yes.
I'm trying.
Not a lot though. I've had like 3 or 4.
Well, it's not too bad. I'll try and jazz it up a bit.
No, you're good. How are you going to do that though?
I don't know. I've got something up my sleeve. So I can pull it out. So like to the normal questions.
Yeah.
Just to ask you, you started out as a DJ.
Yeah.
When did you start?
I mean, professionally, probably like 99. I was doing stuff a little bit before that, and then I was like wrecking my parents' stereo like way before that.
So always.
Yeah, I mean that was when I first heard scratching, and then I was just fascinated by the sound of just sort of scratching a record. It just sounded crazy, so I was just fascinated by it. You know, like sometimes something will just capture your imagination as a kid, and then you'll just be completely obsessed with it, and it like never really quite sort of left me, fortunately.
Is that so you like always knew it was like the career you wanted to?
No, I never, you know what, I never really thought that it was going to be like a career. I just thought it was just a hobby, so that's why I'm always feel really lucky and blessed to be able to do something that I'm really passionate about, because I know there are a lot of people that, you know, have that passionate hobby, and for one reason or another they can't do it as part of their job. I mean, you know, it's crazy in that when I went to university, it was in Holloway Road, and KISS used to be on Holloway Road, and I had 2 campuses that I used to go to, so I used to walk past KISS. I'm on Holloway Road pretty much every day, but even then never, I mean, I was love DJing, but I never thought that, yeah, I'm going to be on KISS one day and be a radio DJ. I never used to talk on the microphone in the club. So when I got the opportunity to come in and to do a demo for KISS, I was just like, oh my god, I had to do some practice before I'd even gone in. I actually had to practice getting used to the sound of my own voice on headphones, and it was so weird. It was so weird to start off with, and now you probably would never shut me up.
I can't stop going, I don't want to go out.
But it's true though, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say anything on the microphone. Like, I remember actually, I was doing a party for my friend ages ago in some squash club, like random, right? And I had to make an announcement. It was only that the bar was shutting at like 11:30 or 12 or something, and I was scared. And I think what I did was, I don't mind sharing, right? We're all laughing. I think I actually sat down so no one could see me when I was talking on the microphone. I think there was like a beer crate, so I sat down on the beer crate and I was like, the bar is now closing. And then I'd stand up and I would start DJing again. I was playing tunes, yeah, exactly. I just remembered that, flashback.
Little irony there.
Yeah.
So becoming a broadcaster must have been like quite a change then.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I had this mentor at the time, and funny enough, he's my accountant. This is getting really random, right? But I had this mentor, Dave Morrison, and he had a very sort of clear vision. And he just said to me, I remember he rang me up, and he said he's had a few drinks as well, and he said, yes, well, you're going to have an audition at KISS, and you're going to be great, and yeah, it's great. And I remember him being slightly drunk and just thinking, I don't know about this, man. I remember going to bed just thinking, I really don't know about this. And yeah, I would just sort of practice. I practiced at home, literally, like headphones on, mixer, microphone, just trying to find a voice. Not that like my voice is any different, but I think on radio you just sort of project it a little differently.
So you like a big mixture, but what's on top of your playlist right now?
Well, apart from COMEBACK Riddim.
Apart from that.
I don't know, man. There's such a lot of stuff. It's really hard. If you just said, oh, you know, what's your favourite tune? I would just struggle so much. Like, I like so much music. It's just like, I really like some of the stuff that Delta Heavy's doing. They've done some really good remixes. The Rita Ora one we were playing while I was waiting. Just quite hard dubsteppy stuff. And they did another mix for Nero. It Must Be the Feeling, which was like 110 beats per minute, and it was like this Moombaton style, and I'm like, yeah, I'd really like that to come through, because like that's 110 beats per minute, it's a nice tempo, you get people kind of dancing, getting their little two-step on, if you're a little bit rhythmically challenged like me, do you know what I mean, those slower tempos kind of help. So it's just like, yeah, there's all sorts, you know, obviously like the Rick Ross stuff, just all that kind of Lex Luger stuff is just a smasher in a club all the time. Some of the grime stuff that's coming through is just amazing. I just think there's some really, really good stuff. I think the UK scene, the Bass Boys track is just ridiculous. That Yes track, like that's coming out on Speakerbox. I just can't wait. I was saying to him on Twitter, I can't wait to see that in a club.
What about like you said that the UK scene, you're really enjoying it right now. Who are like your favourite UK acts at the moment? Or anyone that we should maybe be keeping an eye out for?
Well, I got introduced to Coda by Cyan Anderson actually at the Adidas Christmas party where I was DJing, and I'm really impressed with him actually. I think he's very skillful, he's very talented, and he's actually very smart as well. He actually gets it, and he gets the opportunity, and we're working together on some stuff. I think definitely. I'm really interested in hearing P Money's solo album actually. I want to get a track on there if possible. Yeah, there's a lot of like grime producers making great sort of instrumentals. FaZe Miyake, Predator, Rude Kid. Like there's a whole bunch, man. Teddy, obviously, Terror, like Royalty. There's so many. Like I just like listening to people's productions and just actually seeing what they're doing. And you know, if you hear one, I remember reading about Jermaine Dupri was like, they said, oh, what was the last beat you heard you wish you'd heard? And he said it was like Nelly's Hot in Here because Neptunes had done it, and he was like, oh man, you know, I wish I'd done that. Sometimes you hear beats and you just think, oh, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I want to go back in and I want to do a beat like that. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got like iconic things like Takeoff, FaZe Miyake. It's just like that's gonna be an all-time grime rhythm. Doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, exactly. You just think of Lord of the Mics, you just think Takeoff, you could just put that on at any time. You just want to make, as a producer, you just want to make those kind of things. Hopefully Street Fighter and Ho Rhythm and hopefully Comeback Riddim will stand like the test of time. I think that's what you want to do as a producer. You want to make something that's hot now, but you want something that in 2 or 3 years time people can come back to and go, yeah, that still stands up, and yeah, I made that.
So what was it like working with, obviously with P, he had quite impact on the tune.
Yeah,
like, what
absolutely.
About the three of them as a collective?
Yeah, they're really funny, and they're really different characters as well. And yeah, Dee's just like, Dee will really cut you dead with some of his put downs. He's really funny. He's a really funny guy. I'm just like, okay, I'll take that one. You know when someone gets you really good with a put down, and you're like, oh. And like at the video shoot, Blacks was playing five-a-side football in the morning. Like, I was like, where's Blacks? Oh yeah, he'll be here this afternoon. It's like, I was shooting a video, hello. He was playing football. He came in a really good mood. He scored like 4 goals. He's like a beast apparently.
Imagine if he lost.
Oh yeah, I don't think he can. I think from what I'm hearing, he's just a beast. So, could you imagine playing Blacks in football? Oh my goodness. I'd be like, there you go, mate.
Come back, come back, come back, now. Can I come back? Haters on your minutes. Chop 'em up.